guys, welcome back to week 2 of Learning Gardens. I'm Kelsie, the market gardener.
I'm Jillian, I'm the livestock coordinator, and we have our assistant Turnip again with us this week.
So today we're standing in front of the germination chambers that I use to quickly germinate my seeds, which is what we did over the last week with our Learning Gardens. Seeds need air, water, and the right temperature to germinate. So this germination chamber holds all of those things in there so that the seeds are in their perfect environment and want to germinate as quickly as possible. And that's how I get my plants in the greenhouse and outside germinated from seed to plant as quickly as possible.
So there are 3 major parts to a seed that we're going to talk about here. This is what the cross section of the seed looks like so that you guys can see inside. So at the very inside is the endosperm, and that's basically the food for the baby seed. This is the embryo. So this is what will turn into a plant that you'll see here in the next couple of weeks. And then the outside is the part of the seed that you can see. It's also called the seed coat. And it's what protects the inside, all the food and the embryo from the elements. So this seed coat is super strong. So what needs to happen so that the seed can germinate is a process called scarification. The most common way that that happens is actually when animals eat the seed, just like Turnip over here. So what happens when Turnip eats a seed, it'll go through his digestive tract, but that seed coat protects it from getting completely destroyed. It just scars the outside of the seed coat, so then he'll poop it out, and then water is able to get inside to the embryo and the endosperm, and that's what makes the seed germinate. And you guys have actually eaten some of the endosperm too when you eat things like popcorn or rice. That is the endosperm of the rice and popcorn seed.
So the embryo is when it finally germinates, the first thing that comes out is going to be the primary root, which you can kind of see right here. That's going to go down and anchor the seed into the soil. And the second thing that's going to come up are the embryonic leaves, which is right here. And those are going to be the first leaves you'll see on your plant when they come out of the ground. And then what's left down here is the endosperm that Jillian was talking about. Okay, so let's take what we learned about germination and how seeds work and take a look at our learning gardens. So I planted mine and kept mine inside of this greenhouse where it's a little warmer at night and during the day. So mine might be a little bit further ahead than your guys' is.
And this one is mine. I did mine exactly the same way that you guys did, where we planted the seeds and then we put it outside. I also didn't water mine. Since we got so much rain here, there was no reason to water it. So my seeds are a little bit smaller than Kelsey's, but it'll probably be a lot closer to what your guys' will look like. So you guys should start to see most of your lettuce and a little bit of your radishes popping up by now. They'll take a little bit longer for your calendula to grow, but just wait a couple more days and you should start to see them.
So this is what your bag should start to look like by the time we meet again next week. You can see my lettuce already has a couple leaves on it. You can even kind of see the seed coat left there. And most of my radishes have come up and they're getting pretty tall. And my calendula has already sprouted. You can see right here that primary root that we talked about. And barely you can kind of see the first leaves there too. So before we meet again next week, make sure you keep an eye on your package. Make sure that it's moist all the way through and water it if we're not getting a lot of rain. If we do get a lot of rain, like Jillian said, you might not have to water at all.
So your homework for this week is we want you guys to ask either one of us a question.
Or Turnip.
Or Turnip. You can ask Turnip a question too. So just one question and we'll answer it on the Facebook group.
Thanks guys.
Thanks guys.
Happy growing.